Hi guys. Oh wow, I'm like really bright. That's weird. Should I? No, that's not gonna work either. Hi everyone, welcome to Crossed Paths. It's me, Lucian. I'm way too bright! Hold on. Let's see if I can try and focus on something other than my face. Nope. I guess I'm just gonna have to be this bright. I did not expect to be this bright because it's super sunny out here. Actually, no, it's not. It's like shadow. But hi Crystal, hi Susie, hi Naomi. So today, hi Rose, I decided to do a quick kind of revisit of some of my old decks. Hi Lene. Oh, I wish I wasn't this bright. Hold on, will this help? Nope. That just made me still look just as bright. I'm like a floating face here. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can like, I don't know. Does that help? A little bit. Maybe if I turn this off. Okay, that's a little bit better, I guess. Hi Maya, hi Sonia, hi Ness, hi Jackie. Okay, so let's get started. Hi Jamie. So the first deck I think I am going to revisit is the Dark Mansion Tarot. Oh, there we go. Now I don't look as bright. It finally focused on my face. This I got a little while back. It's one of my favorite decks. Black edging, the back, super smooth feeling. But I love the artwork, you guys, because it's like very dark, but like kind of whimsical at the same time. Like, look at that. The artwork of the Dark Mansion is just something that I was really drawn to because I'm very drawn to kind of like dark, mysterious decks. But like also, let me try and find, oh, here's the Seven of Wands, one of my other favorite cards. I just love the kind of cartoon feel that the Dark Mansion's Tarot gives you. It kind of reminds me of, oh, what's that movie by Tim Burton? Is it Tim Burton? Corpse Bride is what this deck reminds me of. Like, here's the Hierophant card. And then here we have, hi Opal. And then let me try and find another one here that I really like. Oh, like look at this High Priestess card. Like, I love the feel of this deck. It's eerie, but it's not like too creepy. Oh my god, here. The Judgment card, you guys, is one of my favorites because I'm all about death, skulls, bones, everything creepy, just like me. What else do we have in this deck? Hold on, I'm just trying to find, where's my favorite card? Oh, like here's the Hanged Man. I think this is like a vampire dude, but I love how stick thin he is. It's like, they're so cute. The characters in this deck are just like, they're creepy, but it's like you want to squish them and hug them at the same time and be like their best friend. Hi Tamsin, hi Jonathan. So, oh, and here's the Magician. And I love, oops. This deck for me was super easy to read with because I know sometimes when people take a deck and create it themselves, and sometimes you'll get a deck and you're like, oh, I don't resonate with this at all. It's super hard to read. But it's just something about this deck that is just beautiful and creepy all wrapped up into one. You aren't creepy, Opal says. You ate oh, you're soft and cute. I can be very creepy. Like, very creepy. If I want to be. Oh my god, and this is like Dave, you guys. This is what Dave's gonna look like in a couple of years. But no, this card is the Hermit. And I think this actually is one of my most favorite Hermit cards ever. Because it's just... ugh, amazing. And it's breathtaking. This deck is breathtaking. That's how you describe it. Oh, here's my death card. This is one of my favorite death cards. And then here's the cover Oh no, that's not the cover. Which one's that one? I don't think that's even part of... But no, and the reason why I also like this is the Fool card, because the Fool card is just absolutely hilarious. It's not as creepy, but it's just, you really would think of the Fool as this. And why is it so goddamn hot in here? Oh, Lord. Hi, Chris. We're just going through some of my favorite decks here and seeing how I feel about them several years after I've used them. This deck I still use every once in a while. I don't use it as often as I did right when I got it. It isn't really like... I still love this deck, but it's not one that I use as often. But this definitely is a pretty cool deck. If you don't want any... Hi, B-Jam! Hold on. I don't find the Dark Mansion creepy at all. It's like my happy deck. I know, it's funny that it was called the Dark Mansion Tarot, because I mean, it's like not at all dark whatsoever, but it's just, it's beautiful. And like, look at that. And I know there's a new edition. They changed it a little bit. I still haven't got around to buying the, I think it's like the second edition. But yeah, this one says the Dark Mansion Regular Edition. Hi, October. Hold on. Right. Oh yeah, Dave just walked by. Say hi, Dave.
Hello, I'm just trying to find my iPhone here, my headphones for my iPhone.
Yeah, Dave's about to go for a walk, everybody.
I don't like to go with the Dukes on because I might get hit by a car.
Okay, so, hold on, I'm just trying to get this deck out.
I'm going with the Dukes. I'll see you later.
Oh, this is one of the ones that I haven't even opened. Okay, no, I lied. This is the one that I have a backup. This is the backup deck that doesn't want to come out the box. Okay, so this one, because you guys, is my most favorite TV show on Earth. If it will come out the box. Why is it like stuck in here? Come on, cards. There we go. So this deck, I don't even really read with at all. This is more of just a collector's, but it is the Penny Dreadful Tarot that is really more of just a collector's deck. It's like, and you'll see why in a minute. But Penny Dreadful is one of my most favorite TV shows on Earth, you guys, because like, who doesn't want to be like Vanessa Ives and be like that creepy, mysterious woman or man and have like that cool deck that everyone's like, ooh. So I was like, you know what? I didn't even know there was a Penny Dreadful deck until I looked it up on eBay. I purchased one and it looks pretty much like the deck in the movie. The only thing that really bugs me is like, really, they really had to put the title of the deck on every single back of every card. That kind of like takes away the mysteriousness of the deck. That's the only thing that I find annoying. Like, cause they have it on the box itself, but it'd be nice if they kind of took away that title and then just had the picture. But much to my disappointment, this deck isn't really as amazing as I would have thought. Because like, for example, yeah, you get the it's a full deck, but like, look at how, ooh, but besides the rippling right there, it's a very, 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 very basic deck. So there's not really much to go off of with this deck, so that's why it's more of a collector's. Maybe eventually I will like read with it, but it's so bloody simple. Oh wait, that's the wrong way. And what I mean by simple, you guys watch. Like, for example, here is the Five of Cups. Ooh, you'd think that'd be something different. Here is the, what is this? I think this is, oh, I hate Roman numerals. Hold on, oh, here we go. The Three of Wands. And then literally if you go to, I'm gonna try and find a Roman numeral I am familiar with. Hold on, so there's that. Oh, here we go. So here we have, this is how simple this deck is. Here we have the Five of Pentacles, and then we have 5, 6, 7, the Eight of Pentacles. It's like literally every single card is the same. The only difference is... Oh! My cards just fell into the litter box. Lovely. But like, all it does is literally just repeats the same damn thing on every single card. So if I can find one that's similar to the swords I just had, like, yeah, look at this. Like, here's the cups, here's the cups. There's like no variation. The only thing they add is another cup, and another cup. It was like really depressing how basic this deck was, which I kind of was expecting it to be one like that because it is kind of more like a movie prop deck. But I was hoping it'd be a little bit more exciting and one that you'd be like, oh my god, I want to read with it. Cross paths. The first version of that was black and looked just like the one in the show. Weird about the purple and Tylon. What? There was an original version, first version? Yeah, because this deck is not black. This is kind of... I don't even know what color you would call that. It's like a deep purple, almost like a... Yeah, I don't know. It's a deep purple. But no, it actually wasn't Nest because they still sell it on eBay, which is where I got it. And I think I paid only like $35 for this deck. And when I first got it, like all the cards, you guys, were like stuck together and you literally had to like carefully like separate every single little one. And when I first got this deck, I was freaking out because some of the cards were actually stuck together. So I literally thought I was missing a couple cards and I was so pissed. And I like emailed the guy and he was like, just make sure you've actually separated all of them because sometimes they're stuck together. I'm just like, oh, well, that's great. But no, it does come with the complete deck. This is actually the backup deck that I had. The one that first one that I got actually edged it purple to match the actual rest of the deck. It is a very strange deck, Ben. It's good for if you've mastered tarot and you can read the basicness of it. Like, for example, the Lovers. I'm not really sure how anyone trying to start off with this deck learning tarot would be able to read that from the Lovers, because you look at that and I'm just like, no, I don't want to make out with a scorpion. No, thank you. But yeah, this is one of the decks that I don't really use, just collection. I'll probably use it down the road. It's good for like if you're trying to memorize the traditional meanings of each card and kind of memorize it just by that without reading intuitively, because obviously as you saw how basic the deck is, you can't really read intuitively because there's not really much to go off of. Yeah, exactly, October. They're like playing cards. I still love this. I'm actually super happy with it that I got a backup deck, because sometimes I love to just kind of like fan them out and pretend I'm like Vanessa and I'm just like, yes, I'm about to read your fortune, child. But yeah, this is kind of one that's for now just kind of sits collecting dust. Welcome back, Naomi. I'm just gonna scroll up a bit here. Okay, everyone's saying hello. So then, my next one that I want to go through again, that Jonathan from Jonathan, where's your Jonathan Daly? Oh, did you? Yeah, I guess it's just Jonathan Daly. He did a review of the second edition of The True Black. It comes in this stunning box that I love how it like the black on black. That sounds kinky. But like I love how the other black kind of like has that slight shimmer to it against the matte. It's like so sexy. I just want to... That's what I want to do to this deck. But, ooh, what the hell happened on this? So this is what the True Black looks like. But what oh, why is it not showing that? Oh, maybe it's just that card. Oh wait, it's backwards, that's why. Hold on. Half the deck is backwards. So, I'll just grab a few cards. I love the artwork that Was it James Wan? No. Oh wait, is it in the book? It comes with a little black book, you guys. What's his name? What's his name? Why am I forgetting the creator's name? It's usually in the back. No, it's not. Oh my god, you guys, who created this deck? I forget. But his artwork is just stunning. And I love how in some of the cards, like, why is it not showing all of a sudden? Because, oh, like, oh my god, this card right here. It has, like, this cool effect where it's like it kind of shimmers in the back. And it's just gorgeous, you guys. Oh my god. And the feeling of the cardstock is so, like, look, it barely bends. That's how good. Arthur Wang. Okay, I was right. Thank you, Chris. But, like, the cardstock is amazing, you guys, of the true black. Like, look at that. It barely even bends. That's how good, amazing it is. And it has this weird kind of velvety texture to it. But then when you go to the part that has, like, that kind of shimmer, it's slightly raised and has, like, that smooth feeling to it. That kind of makes it feel like, I don't know, plastic. But it's not plastic. That's over it. It's just amazing and raised and awesome. But the only downfall to this deck that I don't like... Oh, wait. Nope, I lied. I was gonna say that it's hard to kind of shuffle, but I lied. It's not really that difficult. I don't know why I struggled trying to shuffle this the first few times ever, but I did. But no, it's amazing. Hi, Lisa. Just gonna show you again a couple amazing... Oh, that's not an amazing card. Why is this deck? Here we go. Let's go this way. Like, here's the Three of Swords. Like, just zoom in there. We have the, what is this? Six of Cups. And if you guys get this deck, it's actually really cool to... Oh, I wish it wasn't so goddamn bright because you can't really see the deck. But see how it, like, shimmers like that? I wish that... Oh, no, I don't wish. You guys need to read the book that this comes with because it's super, super cool to read what he says about each card. Like, for example, what was it? I think it was the Fool card that was... Well, obviously, it's the first card on the deck. Oh, no, I don't think it was the Fool card. There was a card in here that I was reading. Oh, my God, here it is. So, it's the 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Cups. As this little guy right here, the lonely little guy... And I remember reading a bit about this because I was like, okay, so I see the picture. What do I get from it intuitively? But to read his thought process behind the creation of this card was beautiful to read. And it's like, it's definitely a deck in which I would definitely read the book that comes with. Because some decks you get that book and you're like, that's kind of boring. Like, I don't really care to read it because all you're reading is just... literally the card, and then it'll have like definition, 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 and that's it. But no, this comes with like a whole story behind it. Jonathan said the first version of that was black and looked just like the one... Oh, no, whoa, I'm not even past that. Wow, way past that. Hi, Wisteria. Jamie goes, I'm not listening. Which deck is this, please? Oh, this was the True Black tarot that I was just going through. Like, if this wasn't so bright, you'd actually be able to see this deck in all of its glory and be able to see the cards. But they have, like, that iridescent black behind it, too. So it's like, when you look at it from one angle, it just looks all black. But then when you shift it, it creates a different look. And it's just so gorgeous. And I still love this deck. This is also very Instagram worthy, you guys. It's a great deck to showcase. Wait, what did Jamie say? Jamie said, the True Black, me too. Looks like I need it. Guys, if you do not have this, you absolutely need it. It is a brilliant deck. And it's just awesome. Next... I'm going to showcase this one because I am a shuffler. I love to shuffle, and because I have tiny hands, I have difficulty actually regular shuffling. So I got this deck, ooh, that's upside down, right here, that is the Golden Thread Tarot. And what's really, really cool about this deck, you guys, is it's actually made out of recycled plastic, which means it's super flimsy, ooh, super bounceable, and we had a jumper. But, like, it's pretty much waterproof. You could pour water on this, and you don't have to worry about damaging it because it's basically recycled plastic. But, as I said, it's, like, super flimsy and then retains its shape. And the best part about this deck that I love, you guys, is... I'm going to stand up here for a minute. It is super, super, super easy to shuffle. Even with someone that has small hands like myself. So this is like one of the decks that I go to when I sit in front of the TV and I just want to shuffle and shuffle and shuffle because it's so easy to shuffle. It's like a dream. You shuffle it any way you want. That was a horrible shuffle. Sorry about that. This is the Golden Thread Tarot. But here, I'll show you a couple cards. Oh, this is what the back looks like. And then it came in a box that, actually really, really good box. Hold on, where's that box? I don't know, I gotta find that box because I had it in a different box because I used that other box. Oh, it's right here. So I have another deck in this box but this is the box that it comes in and it's super sturdy and it's like one of the pull-up ones. But that's the back. And then let me show you a couple of cards. So here we have Justice. It has like that beautiful gold. We have the Ace of Cups. Yes, and this is actually an affordable deck. And the best part, you guys, here's the Three of Wands. This deck comes with its own app. The Golden Thread Tarot app that literally has like daily pulls on it. It has like the whole database of every card in the deck. You can create like your own journal. Actually it's a really, really cool tarot app that it comes with. Here's the Hierophant. And who just came in? Hello, everyone that came in that I haven't said hello to. Oh, who just came in? It is... Oh, hi, Lori. And hello, Thomas. I have the app, but I need to get the physical deck. Jonathan, you need to get the physical deck. It's actually really, really cool. Here we have the Hanged Man. And it's actually a very, very easy deck to read with that I like. Like, it's not too overwhelming. It still kind of sticks to somewhat of the RWS. But it's like, here we have the Sun. And then we have, here's the Devil card. But that's like my most favorite feature is the fact that it's plastic and it's super shuffleable. Shuffleable? Is that even a word? Did I just make something up like I normally do? Shuffleable. See, like, it's so easy to shuffle and you don't even have to worry about like bending the cards because you can bend it as much as you want and it snaps right back into place. So, okay, quick question. This kind of shuffling is called what, you guys? Is this just like a regular shuffle versus, because I guess this is called hand over hand shuffle, which I thought was called riffle shuffling, but I guess that's not really riffle. The riffle is just the regular that shuffling. Okay, so this, the riffle shuffle, is how I normally would shuffle a deck if the decks are easy to shuffle. Half the time they're like not easy to shuffle because I have tiny hands. Who just came in? Hi, Wiley. So that is one of my other favorite decks. What did I have this in earlier? Oh, it was in this. So I actually swapped this deck around the box with something else because this deck that I'm going to show next, there's a reason why I keep it in the box that the Golden Thread stays in. Thank you, Wiley. I have all this hair that can just whiff it. Whiff it. Oh gosh, that's giving me a headache. Ooh, now I don't look so hot. Hold on while I like hair in my eyes. Okay. So, oh my god, you guys. This next deck was an expensive one, but you'll see why. So here's the back of the deck. This deck is out of print, you guys, and I'm so depressed because the creator of this deck said that they were possibly reprinting it in 2019, and it is no longer in print. And I have not heard anything from the creators of the deck that they were reprinting it because it's now 2020 and there's no second edition. But I'm super glad that I snatched one of these. It is the Slow Holler Tarot. Now, the Slow Holler Tarot was created by a bunch of LGBT artists. But here, actually, I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite cards. So, for example, and there's a couple changes in here. So, for example, knives, the suits go as such. The swords are called knives. The cups are called vessels. The pentacles are stones, and the wands are sticks, I believe. But like, see, here's the star card. Oh, come on. There we go. And then we have one of my favorite cards, the Devil. And this is the Slow Holler Tarot, by the way, guys. Don't give yourself a whiplash. We have the Death card, which is one of my most favorite cards in this deck. And here we have like the Eight of Stones. But this is like one of my most precious decks that I have. And the reason being is because, yes, this is probably the most expensive deck I own out of my entire collection. I paid about $450 on this on eBay because I could not find it anywhere except for on eBay. And I luckily treated myself on my birthday last year and purchased this deck. And one person was selling it. I was like, I need that. I don't care how expensive it is, I needed it. For example, here's the Seven of Stones, which is the Seven of Pentacles. But yeah, it was my birthday, you guys. I was like, treat yourself. So I treated myself to one of my most favorite decks on earth. Let's see here. Ooh, here we go. Like, here's the Two of Knives. And then we have, ooh, look at this. So, for example, here's the intersection. This is the same as, I believe, the Temperance card or Justice. I always get that mixed up. And then, for example, what's the other card? Oh, so here we have the Guild. I think the Guild is equivalent to the World card. Oh, bye, Jonathan. Oh, hi, Kyber. So, everyone, hi, Jack. Kyber, who is in here, he's my brother. Hi, Kyber. Welcome for joining. Oh yeah, here we have look at the Magician card, you guys. Yes, Kyber, I am pointing you out so everyone knows who you are in this chat. You are my brother. We have the Six of Stones. This card here reminds me of the, what's it called? The Stonehenge. Oh, wait. Oh, Jonathan left. Oh, okay. Where did he go? Oh, Mom is expecting her call. But yeah, this guy is I really, really, really am like depressed that it's out of print. I really wish that they had decided to redo this deck, because if they had done, I wish it wasn't so bright, that you could really see this Oracle High Priestess card. But this is a deck that if they do reprint, I'm getting it again for a backup, because this was an expensive deck, so I kind of get very yeesh about trying to use it. Because I clearly don't want to mess this deck up because it was so expensive. Okay, and then let's use. I'm going to review The Soul Cards by Deborah Koff-Chapin, because this is actually one of my favorite Oracle decks that I have, and it comes in this tiny little thing that just flips right out. The cards come out like that. I mean, the cards are a bit large, so it's hard to kind of really shuffle them. Actually, no, it's not too bad. Woohoo! We have jumpers. But this is what the back of the deck looks like. Right? That's what I do, Thomas. But, like, the one reason I absolutely love her artwork and her cards is because they're extremely intuitive. This is a deck, guys, that does not come with a little white book or anything on it because it's pure intuition. But, like, her artwork, the way she creates this deck is, like, mind-boggling how she does it. But look at that. Like, I could sit and stare at these cards all day long. And they're so easy to read. Like, for example, here, let's pull a random card here. Here we go. So, oh, no. Here, we have this card. And to me, this shows someone that is super stressed out, or they are listening from multiple things at once, but they have too many voices telling them one thing. They need to learn to kind of push it away, to ignore the voices, go with their own gut. We also see, like, because there's all the darkness here and the light, it's about an inner struggle within yourself to really gain that confidence, to be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to make my own decision in life. I'm not going to let other people affect me. I'm going to stand my ground on what I believe in. It's just, oh, this deck, you guys. Okay, I'll admit, I have not used this deck in a while, but that's what I love about going through these decks again, because it's like, you kind of get to realize why you bought them in the first place. Like, for example, here's, like, this card that reminds me of the sun, but it's, like, it's all about warmth, joy, positivity. Things are going to be going right. There, you can always find light at the end of the tunnel. If things may seem like everything is going according to plan, everything will sort itself out. Illusion, is this, oh, this is the first one. Where's the thingy? So this guy's is Soul Cards, oh. Yes, this is the Soul Cards 1 that I'm showing. She has 2, and you guys, she's actually going to be coming out with the Soul Cards 3 very soon, which I cannot wait for. I'm super, super excited. What's another one here? We have, like, this card right here. It's literally, like, mind-blowing. To me, this card is symbolizing, like, that interconnectedness to tapping into your own soul and re-exploring who you are, what you're about. It's about inner reflection, really taking time to know who you are. And then we have, like, this swirly card. Is that a person doing splits? I don't know. But it's like, it's all about, to me, it's about the cycle of life, about something being unbroken, going in that natural cycle and repetition. And it's about something that's, like, literally never going to end, because you're just going around and around and around and around. And sometimes it's like, what this card to me shows is that you need to have that footing, because if you don't, then the ground's just going to give way. You're going to get lost. You're going to get confused. Things won't make sense. But as long as you have that center focal point, no matter what's going on around you, things will be the way it is. It's a face solution if you turn it upside down. Oh, it is a face. Look at that, you guys. That's why I was like, it looks like a person doing a split right there. But just kidding, it's a face. Look at that. It's screaming. It's like sucking it all up. But that's what I love about Deborah's artwork, is it's so easy to read intuitively. It's gorgeous. You can never go wrong with this deck. I'm actually going to start using this deck as well for my daily card draws, because like her artwork is just breathtaking. Like, you can see the emotion that went into this deck. I can clearly understand why it's called Soul Cards, because it's like literally she took her brush, she took the paint, splattered her soul all across that canvas, and created magic onto a card. Naomi just said, I have Soul Cards too. This was one of my first decks. Right when Simon introduced this deck, guys, like Dave and I both went out and got like Soul Cards 1 and 2. I keep watching for the Soul Cards 3. Me too. Like, I follow her on Instagram, you guys, and it is just so beautiful to see the artwork that she comes up with. And hold on, I'm just gonna put this back in its little box. This is awkward. It's not going in! That's what she said. Come on now, let's go inside. Okay, this is not cooperating with me. There we go. Okay. So then next on my little list is a different set of cards, guys. And for those who are... Actually, I'll show you why. This is still one of my most favorite decks because of what it means to me. So this is the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot. So on the back, it has a Veve. And it's like a combination of Urzuli Freda along with a bunch of others. But this is a Thoth deck, which at first I did not realize was a Thoth deck. I actually thought it was RWS, because at the beginning I was like, okay, we have the World Egg, which is equivalent to the Fool, and then we have Dr. John, that represents the Magician. We have Marie Laveau, that's the High Priestess. But then you get into the other cards, and you're like, later on, you then realize that it's actually Thoth. But like, the deck itself is very, very voodoo, and it has like the book is worth reading as well, especially if you have time to really sit down. This is a deck, guys, that you really, really, really have to sit down with, because it's very, very different than what anyone is used to, but it really is that beautiful deck. And it's really cool to read the book that it comes with, because it goes in and actually explains what's going on in each card, and it kind of gives you that deeper insight into the world of voodoo, which I practice voodoo and hoodoo, and that is why I was very drawn to this deck. But I just realized that it was Thoth, which is why I kind of set it to the side for a little bit, because it is definitely a difficult deck to read with unless you are very, very, very familiar with Thoth. But I like that it takes Thoth and then merges it with the New Orleans voodoo culture, which I thought was brilliant. So for example, Le Mort, that is the death card. And then we have Tibounage. And then I'll just kind of show some other ones here. We have Le Baron, which is the, it's just a wild card. This card actually isn't really part of the actual deck. But then it's, for example, we go into, so the wands are represented by Petro. And then we have, what else is in this deck? Congo. So these represent different factions within the voodoo as general. The Congo cards represent cups. We have Rada, which represents air, the element. Oh, Petro is fire, cups, and then we have the air element, which is the swords, I believe. And then we have Santeria, which represents the pentacles. And then it's interesting because within Santeria, which is different from Voodoo, it even goes in with like some of the deities. For example, we have Oya, who is the goddess of the winds, hurricanes. We have Obatala, who is the Orisha spirit of purity, calmness. He is the deity of all things white. We have Ogun, who is the deity of metal. We have Elegua, who represents the deity of the crossroads, the connection between our realm and the spiritual realm. We have Dave, who decided to cook during this.
Sorry.
But it's really cool. Like, we even have Yemaya, who is the goddess of the oceans. But it's a really, really different deck that I really like. But it's definitely one of those ones that I feel you really have to sit down with, and you really have to know a lot about that Thoth. This deck is one that I would not recommend to a beginner at all. It's like that deck that you have to really know what you're doing before you get it. As much as I love the artwork. What time are we at? Okay. Then next, one of my other favorite decks. This is a really, really dark deck, you guys. So here is that I edged in black to go with the whole black theme. But that's the back of the deck. And then this is the Ritual Abuse Tarot. I wish it would kind of focus a little bit more. And the reason why I got this is because it's very, very inspired by Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which was one of my favorite books to read as a child. Like, for example, here we have the Empress, and this is a very creepy-ass deck. So here I'm just gonna zoom in a bit. We have the Empress.
Oh, I should have been
There we go. I'm just gonna show you a couple of them. I wish it wasn't so bright so you could see these clearly. This deck is called the Ritual Abuse Tarot, and it is inspired by the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Actually, here, I'm just gonna type this. So it is called the Ritual Abuse Tarot. But it's like super creepy, you guys. Like, look at that. What is this? This is the Four of Cups. This is like the equivalent to me of a dark deck. This is really creepy, very eerie, very gory, but it's like beautiful at the same time. And if you love super dark decks, this is the deck that I would go for and suggest. It is. It's like literally stepping into a world of nightmares. Like, everything you could think of as a nightmare would be within this deck right here, you guys. For example, like, here's the Wands. Would be cool if a deck was made based on Grimm's Tales. Yeah, that would actually be very, very cool, Ben, to have a deck created from the Grimm's Tales. Because I know that the original Brothers Grimm stories are very dark, very creepy. There's no happy endings with them. Say hi, Dave.
Oh. Hello, everybody.
He says Dave as he's up there.
Hi.
But Dave, what do you think of this deck?
This one?
Yeah, I wonder what Dave thinks.
Well, I don't like Thoth decks.
It's not Thoth, that's RWS.
Oh, this is RWS. Let's take a look. Oh. Yeah, it's dark. I like this. Which deck is this?
That's the Ritual Abuse.
Oh, thanks.
As he walks off with my deck.
Yeah, I like
Now-
that. It reminds me of the New Era Elements.
How does that remind you of New Era elements? It's like
Because
nothing like the New Era elements.
Oh, if you read intuitively, my dear, it would be. When you look at the image and you feel what the image, is saying, then it's like that.
No.
Yes, yes.
No.
Yes, yes.
It's nothing like it, Dave.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to argue with you.
Huh. You know what I got to say to that? I'm going to flip my hair to you, Dave.
No, stop reading by the book and read with your heart. That's all I can say.
I read with my heart, bitch.
Then you would feel what the images are telling you.
I feel what the images tell me. So, okay. I created this tarot cloth, you guys, and it is reversible because it holds one of my favorite decks. So, I made this. This is what it looks like on one side. And then it has this little stringy here, so you can wrap the deck and tie it. And then on the other side, it's reversible. So depending on which way you want to have it, you have two different options. And you can also use it as a tarot mat at the same time. And it took me all of 20 minutes to sew this and figure it out. But, so the next deck I'm going to talk about is the Hoodoo Tarot. So that's what the back looks like. And what I really love about the Hoodoo Tarot is its connection to the hoodoo culture and really what it's about. Hi, Jackie. Ooh, shaking. Earthquake. Earthquake. Ooh. So here, for example, we have Father Sims. We have the Three of Sticks. And the artwork in this, you guys, is just as stunning. And it's rich in culture in the hoodoo. Oh, I just realized that's a gator head. A guy with a gator head.
What deck is that?
This is the New Orleans, this is the Hoodoo Tarot. But it's like, for example, you have the Seven of Knives.
Yeah, that's an ant for me, that one.
We have, for example, oh, this is one of my favorite cards, you guys. And the reason being is because the little bottles that are hanging on the tree, in hoodoo, what is used back in the day was people would hang blue bottles on trees to reflect the sunlight so that it would attract spirits, and the spirits would get caught inside these blue little bottles. So it was kind of like a protection charm that people would do to hang up on trees. Actually, we have a little tree out in the back, and I kind of want to do that. Hi, Carmen. Hoodoo King needs a Hoodoo Tarot deck. Exactly. But it's also a different deck. I definitely need to read up. But this is like versed in a lot of culture of the hoodoo world. And if you are interested, I would definitely recommend getting this deck because it talks a lot about the hoodoo culture, the hoodoo world. And what's really cool about the deck itself is it also connects every card with a specific type of herb used in hoodoo. And it's like, ooh, for example, I love this 8 of knives. Let's see here. We have paw. And also another thing that I really liked about this deck was, for example, the court cards are a bit different. So, for example, it goes, here's that. That and that. So the court cards we have, oops, it goes daughter. Oh, no, sorry. First one is, where is it? So it goes sons, daughters, and then it goes mother as the queens, and fathers as the kings. And that's really cool because then it goes into like the community as the suits, and it's just it's a very unique deck unto itself. A very, very interesting deck, definitely.
Is that the deck with your mom in it?
Is it the deck with your mom in it? No, it's the deck with your mom in it, Dave.
No, my mom's bones.
I know your mom is Bones. That's why she's probably in this deck, Dave. But that's that deck. What was in this one? Hold on. That one. And then the last deck that I'm just going to revisit, that is still today one of my most favorite decks as well, is the Pams Vintage Tarot. And I got the Bridge edition, so it's super nice and tiny and very portable for those who have tiny itty bitty hands like moi. And I love it because it definitely has like that really vintage feel to it. Super easy to shuffle, whether you shuffle it that way or if you riffle shuffle it. I'm not going to attempt to like do it with these because, you know. But so for example, I'll just show you a couple of cards. See how it has like that really vintage feel to it? And this deck I especially love when studying the RWS because it's like legit RWS, but just on a vintage level. Hence why it's called Pam's Vintage Tarot. But the most thing I love about it is the travel size. It's very convenient and portable in your pocket. You can bring it wherever you want with you without people being like, why are you walking around with a tarot deck? You can be like, it's not a tarot deck. What you talking about? Is you shove it back into your pant pocket. BGM, I want this version. I have Pam's Delight version. It is a very, very cute little deck. And I love how it's kind of like very dirty and aged looking. And I love the size. It's like perfect for my tiny hands. Because you know what they say about tiny hands, right? Big
Tiny
gloves.
hands, tiny hands grab the tiny.
Tiny hands means large ego, bitch.
And tiny hands means tiny.
And then the Fool card. Oh, thank you, Lori. But yeah, that's the main reason why I got this deck, you guys, is because of mostly the vintage feel of it, but mostly because of the size. It's tiny, portable, and it allows me to bring more than just one deck with me when I'm traveling.
Which one's that one?
The Pam's Vintage Tarot.
You see?
How have you not seen any of these decks I have, Dave? Oh, wait, it's because I don't let him near any of my decks.
No, because these are all like blah.
You're blah.
This is just like straight RWS, just a different art style.
Well, you know what? You can go... You can go over there and go back to your cooking, housewife.
Excuse me?
Just kidding. Love you. But yeah, so guys, those are the decks I wanted to revisit. And the reason why I love all these different ones is because they have different purposes for depending on what I am in the mood for. Like I have a Thoth deck, I have a traveling RWS, I have a deck that I just want to have displayed because I'm afraid of ever like touching it. I have a deck that is a showcase that I use for study. I have a deck that I hope to one day accomplish reading and work with, but it's kind of like that deck that I aspire to get to know later on. So it's nice to have like all these different options of decks depending on what you need at the time. So, and plus they make awesome Instagram photos too, folks. And if you are curious and following me on Instagram, it is Boneyard. Take note, folks. Boneyard_gentleman. How do I spell gentleman? Is my Instagram page. I work very hard on my Instagram page. And it's taking forever because I take 1,000,000 years to take one photo. But that one photo is like everything. But it's so much fun taking photos of tarot, and it's also a good tool to use to help study because you take, like for example, you do a 3-card spread, you set up a nice photo, you capture that photo, and then you take the time to then in the comment or the description type out what you see within the card spread. So essentially you're not only showing off a deck for others to get, you're also teaching someone as well as learning about that deck all at the same time. Which is like the reason why I got so much into Instagram lately is because it's helping me build and understand tarot and teaching me to like look at tarot at a different perspective while at the same time connecting to other people, getting inspired to buy other decks, and I get to show off the decks that I have to inspire other people to get. put a link up for Pam's Vintage. I will, you guys, right after this, in the description. Actually, if you guys are in our Facebook group is Crossed Paths. I'm not going to type it up because I just realized it's the name of our YouTube channel. You can join us there, and I will put the link up to the Pam's Vintage in that. I will also put it up in Simon's Facebook group if he'll let me, because when this live is over, it usually takes like a whole day to like have this show up. I don't know why YouTube does that, but for some reason it just doesn't like put it up right away. I blame you on my tarot addiction, says Opal. I can't help it. I love decks and it's so much fun. But yeah. So guys, that's pretty much all I have for you today. That was an hour. I was actually surprised. How many decks did I show? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I showed you 10 different decks. So, oh yay, Lisa. Good. So yeah, not much else to talk about now. Yep, so Tarot-thon will be happening this weekend starting Sunday. I forget what time UK time. I posted up something on that in the Crossed Paths group, and if you're part of Simon's group, everyone knows about that because Simon's hosting it. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow. I have no idea what I want to film tomorrow, but I will be on again exact same time. Actually, no, I'll be on tomorrow around 2. So yeah, just want to share it with you guys and hope you have a good rest of your day. And love you all. Hair flip. Bye, everyone. Oh, I'm trying to like end it on my computer. It's over here. Where's the little button thingy?
Ow!